Rewritten script. My name is Emma, and sometimes we say things without realizing the weight they carry. That night, I said something I can never take back, something that changed everything. It wasn't a fight. There wasn't yelling or slammed doors. Just a quiet evening, the kind that slips by unnoticed. But something felt off. I could feel things slipping through my fingers, and I didn't know how to stop it. I was sitting at the kitchen table, flipping through an old photo album I found while cleaning. There were pictures of me, young and smiling, before marriage, before Matt, when I was in love with someone else. Matt, my husband of 5 years, was at the counter making coffee. He'd been quieter lately, distant. I noticed it more with each passing day, the space between us widening like a crack in a window you can't tape shut. "Hey, Matt," I said softly, not even sure why I started talking. I was just looking through some old photos from before we got together. He turned, forehead creased. He was already bracing for what I might say, and truthfully, so was I. The words just came. I was thinking about Jake, my first love. Sometimes I wonder if I made the right choice. Maybe I should have stayed with him. The air went still. Matt froze, coffee pot midday. His face turned pale, like I'd just struck him without touching him. "What do you mean?" he asked, voice tight with, "What? Pain? Disbelief?" "All of it, maybe." I regretted it instantly. It wasn't about Jake. Not really. It was about me feeling lost, about needing to say something, anything, that explained the numbness creeping into my life. "I don't know," I said quickly. "I guess I just wonder if things would have been different if I stayed with him. If life would feel more full." His face twisted. Not with rage. Worse. With heartbreak. "You're seriously saying this now?" I tried to explain. "I didn't mean it like that. I don't know what's wrong with me. Everything feels off lately." He turned away, jaw clenched, silent. The quiet in the room was suddenly deafening. After a long pause, he whispered, "Maybe you're right. Maybe you should have stayed with him." That was it. He grabbed his keys, his coat, and walked out the door. I stood there, frozen. I didn't run after him. I didn't call out. I had said something I couldn't take back, and he had no words left. The hours that followed stretched on like years. No messages, no calls, just silence. And in that silence, I kept hearing it. Maybe I should have stayed with Jake. Why had I said it? Why that moment? Days passed in a fog. I tried calling Matt. He never answered. I sent messages, all left unread. The silence became heavier. That's when it hit me. What I had with Matt. I had taken it for granted. It wasn't perfect, but it was ours. And now I saw just how much I had relied on the stability he gave me, how much I needed the calm and love he always offered. I had broken that, and I couldn't fix it with a single apology. I found myself thinking about Jake again, the what ifs. But the more I thought about him, the more I understood. Jake was my past. Matt was the life I chose, the life I needed. I had made the right choice, only I realized it too late. A week later, Matt finally replied. His message was short. "I think we need time apart. I need to figure things out. I can't keep doing this." His words hit like a final blow. He was gone. Not just physically, but emotionally. I had created a space between us too wide to close. The next few months were full of trying. I sent messages, apologies, hopes, but nothing changed. Matt was colder, distant, and no matter how much I tried, I couldn't erase what I said. I had broken something fragile. Not just him, not just our marriage, but the trust, the connection, the shared dreams. I kept thinking back, not to Jake, but to the moment I shattered everything. And finally, I understood. Matt had been my future all along. And I nearly threw it all away over a ghost from the past. If you're reading this, and you've ever let your doubts speak louder than your heart, don't wait. Don't wait to realize what you had until it's already slipping away. Love is fragile, and a single sentence can be the thing that breaks it forever.